Just going to unmute everybody in a minute. How is everybody?
Hello,
Fine,
good morning.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah.
We're doing fine. Can you hear us all right?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Oh, that's good.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, here comes
Encouraging.
Rich is going to ask everybody how they are and what they've been doing this week, just to let you know.
All right, okay.
He's taking charge this week because Hannah's not here, so and I'm helping out as well. So
Well done, Sue.
thank you. Oh, Francis is here. Let's hope we have a little more luck this week with Francis. Let me just put us. You.
Morning. Morning.
Morning, Richard.
Morning, morning, morning.
Morning.
Oh, it's better, right.
Mute. If everyone can make sure they're unmuted. That's it. I've got no Francis video.
Nice drop of rain outside, making everything grow nicely.
Lovely. It's not raining here.
No?
It's here.
Not yet.
I managed to dodge some raindrops this morning, so it wasn't too.
Oh, it's been quite heavy for the last half hour in Tunbridge.
Yeah.
Oh, well, could you blow it this way, Richard?
I'm sure it'll come. It's going to rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to stop here for a bit.
Yes.
Yes, we often miss it, I'm afraid. It goes right round us.
I'm doing something with Ben here.
Hello, Ben. We can't hear you, but we can't see you.
Same here.
Ah, really?
Can't hear you,
Okay,
can't
that's
see you.
interesting. Francis, are you there?
I can't see me.
Can't hear Francis. She's
No,
here.
you need to put the video on.
A minute. Oh, Chris is here. Look out. Chris is coming.
Morning, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Yeah.
Trying to. Oh, Ben, it's interesting because
A couple of weeks ago,
asking to start the video. Does that help or not?
I was going to start my video.
Ben, what are you using to connect?
There you are, Ben.
Hey.
There you are.
Yeah. No, we've just got Francis. Oh, here's
So Ben comes on and Chris gets frightened off and disappears.
Hi, Valerie.
Morning, Val.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi.
Morning.
Yeah, I'm confused about Francis, and I don't. Oh, she's left, so she might come. She might try and come back. Oh, poor woman. She has tried to get in, but I can't help her because I don't know her number or anything. So I don't know how that's going to work. So how is everyone? Everyone okay? Had a good week?
Fine, thank you. Yes.
Good, good. So
Big John, you haven't got fed up with Joan yet. You're still okay with her?
No, absolutely not. It was only a little while ago that we celebrated our 57th wedding anniversary.
Well done. Well done.
Wow.
Oh, okay, all right. But there seems to be
That I've got that from something that Lofty said. Sorry, I'm on thingy
Oh,
here.
sorry.
I think Val's on to Lions business there.
Francis, I can see you now. Will we
I
be
can
able
see
to hear
Francis.
I had my 33rd wedding anniversary on Friday, just gone.
Congratulations.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Oh, I had my 49.
Francis, can you hear us? And can we?
I can hear you, yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's lovely to see you.
Yeah,
Hey, yes, hey.
How are you, my lovely?
I'm here.
You're here, but how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, thank God. Yes, I
I'd like
am.
to hear your voice and to see you as well. Oh, that's brilliant. What have you been getting up to under lockdown then, Francis?
Well, there's a lot going on because my son's business hasn't calmed down at all because it's to do with this construction industry, and so that's just kept going. So because I'm here a lot now, not going out to my usual clubs and choir and stuff, I see a lot more of what goes on, and I find I'm doing I've just finished morning breakfast for everybody.
That's interesting.
Maybe a coffee shop or something after all this, or something. But no, things are normal. I have my normal sort of jobs around the place. The poems, of course, take a lot of time, and I mean, I have very good neighbours. I'm not isolated at all. I talk to them over the garden fence and that sort of thing. So it's been fine. Yeah. It's been okay.
Oh, that's lovely. Is everyone else feeling the same?
Yes, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Good. Everyone.
Richard, ours was on the 26th. It was your same date, was it? Your wedding anniversary, the 26th.
Well, ours is on 26 as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
So ours was 49 years. So next
All right.
year is the big one.
Oh, that's amazing! Congratulations.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we keep going, don't we? So that's good. So, what's it like in Pembury, guys?
Yeah, we're
Dry.
okay. We're in
No rain yet.
Sorry?
We're in isolation at the moment because I've got to have a minor op next
Oh,
week,
have you?
so,
Oh.
nothing outrageous, so we wait and see. But yeah, so we can't do anything, can't go anywhere until it should be 14 days, but then it's all happened within sort of 3 weeks. So I'm in a window of 2 weeks. So the op should go ahead next week. I've got a COVID test on Sunday, and then we've got to do 14 days afterwards because just in case.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's only a day thing. So yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. But
No, I was going to say something to look forward to, but probably not.
well, in a way, yes and no. Yeah.
I can still go to the allotment.
You can go to the allotment. We can go for a walk. We just have to keep 2 meters away from everybody. But of course we can't.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
at least you can get out.
Yeah. So Chris, are you able to keep in touch with all your prison activities on Zoom or anything like that?
Well, I'm not allowed to go into prison, but then
No, quite.
there's no visitors allowed in prison at all,
Right.
which is a problem. But they are looking at ways of how to come out of lockdown within the prison, but it's not easy. How do you do social distancing in a place like that? The prisoners are locked up for 23 hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
And the only good thing about it is that there hasn't been an outbreak of COVID-19 in the prison system.
Right.
They've kept on top of it, but it can't be easy for a lot of those people.
Yeah.
Do you know somebody called David Cope? He used to go in and do artwork in the prisons.
No.
David, he used to
a lot
help.
of people doing education, artwork, doing all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
But none of them allowed in. No education, no nothing.
That's really sad.
They can't afford to get the infection in the prison because it will go through the place like a wildfire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very difficult.
Yeah, it's so many aspects of life which you just don't think about until obviously Chris highlights that, and it just hasn't been part of the headlines, is it? All that time.
Think of all those.
And because we haven't been going anywhere, I haven't bought any petrol for the car for 4 months.
And it's really cheap right now as well.
It's going up. So I've noticed in the last 2 or 3 weeks, because we have sort of had a bit of contact with family, and I went down to Hailsham where my younger daughter lives, and we went down to Eastbourne, and Asda had petrol for 99p.
Oh, yes.
So we filled up there with that, and then yesterday we were down there again, and we took grandson out down the beach a bit, and it had gone up to £1.11. So
wow, it's going up.
The more cars get on the road, the more the petrol will go up.
Yeah, and they are on the road now. It's quite surprising how quickly the road started going up.
That's
Back
right.
to normal.
But all the time, you're not really advised to go on public transport. You're going to do that, aren't you?
Well,
It's,
exactly.
Yes, of course.
Go on a bus
Exactly.
every day. Yeah. We were going to go to Hall on Thursday, the RHS garden. Of course, everything we planned to do.
We can't do it.
no.
No.
You try to book international trust, and you find that everywhere is booked up a fortnight in advance. So it's
Oh yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we got a booking.
You have to plan.
The RHS. We got a booking for the RHS. It's just we can't go. So.
Yeah. Well, I will try and get this. It is pelting down here again in North Tunbridge, so I'll try and get it up to Tenerife.
You're not blowing hard enough, Richard. Blow it up this way. We haven't had very much rain each time they've said so. So we're pretty dry in Pembury, aren't we, Chris?
Yeah.
Dust.
Well, it's been a bit drizzly this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, very light.
I've got a haircut appointment. How about that?
Appointment.
Well done.
Yes, I have. Next week, next Wednesday. Yes.
Exciting.
We got one. We had to cancel it. I'd cancelled everything this morning. Yeah, the dentist. I've just cancelled the dentist, so we can't get another one till August. Dentist, so had to cancel the haircut. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Had to cancel my blood donating.
Yeah, had cancelled.
Well, I've been cutting my wife's hair. No, everybody sees straight, and they say, "Oh, you do look lovely, Julie." So I'm doing all right.
Keep doing it.
Val saw her on. She looked all right, didn't she, Val, on Sunday?
Yeah, she looked lovely, absolutely lovely as always. Yes. She didn't let on that you'd cut her hair for her.
No,
I was thinking how she kept it so nice such a long time.
I took the top and the sides out of it for her, but she got the comb and held up, and I just trimmed across the top.
That's a cheap thing. Russ.
Yeah.
Look what she does with me. You know,
I do, don't know. Yes.
Right.
We're not going to get Chris Atkins today, Sue, because he's meeting up with his family again.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
That's fine. Okay, have you been round everyone then, Richard? Are you happy that we've covered everything?
I'm just sort of raking through to see who else has joined us. No, well, apart from Francis, I think that's it, isn't it? We've got a Ben.
Oh, Lynn is coming. It says Lynn.
Oh, Lynn is coming. Right, she's always late, isn't she?
Well, some people have busy lives, you know.
There's Nora today. You're okay? Nora.
Doorbell.
So is
Hello,
Nora,
Lynn.
right?
Sorry, who's that?
What, Laura? It's not Laura. Hannah.
Hannah, yes, Hannah's absolutely fine. She's just got a week off this week, so she's spending some time with Billy.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, there were a couple of apologies today as well, and that is, I'm sure she told me, and I can't remember, unless she told me on an email, which she did tell me. You know that Margaretta isn't coming at the moment, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about Chris?
No, he's with her family today.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Francis.
Oh,
find the email now for some unknown reason, because but there were a couple of people who said they couldn't make it this week, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But never mind. Small is beautiful and all that sort of thing. So,
Ben, how are you these days? Are you still having to stay indoors all the time?
No. Been out a couple of times now.
well, that's really good.
Good.
They're starting to do scientific experiments on singing now, aren't they? How soon they can get people together. They were showing all the choristers outside Wells Cathedral yesterday. They were all,
I saw that.
yes, and they were standing 3 meters apart. They thought that was, but they said it didn't work because they couldn't hear each other. So,
there's a lot of stuff research going on, and musicians sort of well, taking umbrage at things, because I mean, if you think about it, when you're in a hairdresser's, for example,
Please don't say any more. I want them to be open on Saturday. I have an appointment.
But I'd take a mask if I were you, because
they meant to. You have to. They tell you to.
If they're blowing people's hair, there's
only one person speak at a time. So what were you saying?
I was saying, if they're blow drying people's hair, there's all sorts of stuff and condensation being blown around all the time, which is exactly the same as a choir. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's a bit ridiculous. And all Greg Clark is interested in is having his cricket back, because I saw a Prime Minister's question time, and he asked a question. I was like, "Oh, there's Greg Clark there," and he's like, "Yes, and when can we have our cricket?" And it's like, stop the cricket, let's have the choir. Anyway.
Apparently, a lot of choirs have been asking, so a lot of choirs have been asking to restart. So it's become one of the forefront things.
I think we need to get Gareth Malone on it, and I'm sure
yes, they'll soon do it then. Did you watch him, anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, I was in bits at the end for those people.
Bless him, he needs a haircut too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that before.
He does know how to choose people, didn't he? Because there were hundreds of people went on to his Zoom singing thing that he was doing. And he worked his way down, and he ended up with those three. And I thought those two girls, their voices matched each other so well.
Absolutely beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah. Very well done. He's on again tonight, isn't he? Or was he on?
Yes, he is. What's it tonight?
Okay, folks, I think we're probably better start singing soon, because time is ticking. We're on 20 past nearly already. So it's been lovely to catch up with everyone, though.
Yes.
Or you can always talk while we're doing a bit of warm up. So we do some stretches. So we'll be rolling our shoulders first.
Take my jacket off for this.
Oh, yes. I was thinking I should take my hoodie off.
And deep breaths.
Yes, deep breaths in and out as we go. Don't forget to breathe, and then we can roll them forward as well. Feels a bit strange. If you do a little shake it out, and then we'll look over our shoulders, and then if you want to drop down as you go round, and then look over the other shoulder. And we'll do that again, just really gentle and slow movements, because we don't want any injuries. Okay, and then the last time we go down to the bottom, and we come up, and then we'll open our mouth, drop your jaw, and then go up. And then close your mouth at the top. And feel that little stretch. And nobody has a double chin when they're up there. Double chin is gone when you're up there. Okay. I do like to keep a laugh in my choir session.
Did you notice that Gareth Malone, did they know what Hannah did last week? Well, might be used to when you're doing the facial rubbing.
So,
yes, they did that.
He did that.
We'll have to that. You see, you laughed at me last week, and then Gareth. So I have a little.
Thought of you though, Sue.
Did you? Oh, that's
yes.
Nice. So if you've moisturised today already, your face is going to feel lovely. So then, and we just gently sort of pull down, and sort of it kind of feels like you're being all, stroked by your mum when you're a little baby or something. Ah, that's lovely. And then we can do our tongues. Do you remember go clockwise 3 times, anti-clockwise 3 times, and then go round again. If you have a bad gag reflex, don't do this. So, or pretend you're chewing a toffee.
I look disgusting.
And actually, while we're doing it, if we can do some vocal things like things like that, okay? So you're up high, down low. That's some lovely noises going on there. Right, okay. So can you say ah? E, wide, right. So we've stretched all our face muscles. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Okay. Now then, what's next? Just trying to think of the next thing. We haven't stretched out our chests too much as well. So if you've got room, if you want to reach up like a nice stretch and do a sort of fake yawn or a real yawn. And then up again. You can go the other way. You can go. Lovely. So give yourself a little shake out, and I think you're all done on the physical side of things. Okay, I found Hannah sent me all the music, so I was looking at her tongue twisters and things. Do you remember the one about Chester Cheetah? Chester Cheetah chose a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese. Yes.
That sort of pace, Sue. Yeah, I can remember it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Chester
Cheetah chose a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese.
Chester
Cheetah chose a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese.
Chester
Cheetah chose a chunk of cheddar cheese.
Anyone get lost? Or?
All I kept saying was the word cheese.
The cheese.
I just said cheese.
There, I've done it. Or we could do the red lorry, yellow tail.
Oh, it's doing you a world of good there, John.
Oh, was he coughing?
I have to use this thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, be careful. Right, so la, we do red lorry, yellow, la. 1, 2, 3, 4. Red lorry, yellow, Very good, very good. Well, it's not in time, is it? Unfortunately,
No.
Not getting any better.
Can't hear you.
Sorry, what's that?
When we're all singing, we can't hear you. Or when we're all making these
unfortunately.
noises.
Let me just if you can usually, if you pin me, do you know how to pin me or spotlight me?
Yeah.
You should be able to.
No.
Yeah. There we go. That's you. Huge.
Your hand. If you don't know how to do that, wave your hand. So you.
Do what? I've pinned you.
To pin me depends on what device you're using. Is anyone using
double tap?
Is anyone
double tap on the screen on mine?
Double tap. Yeah, double tap.
Double tap, and if you're a laptop, you can tap on my picture where I'm talking, and you can do pin video or spotlight video. I'm not quite sure what the difference is, to be honest, but there you go. The only other real way of doing it is to mute you all, and with the warm-ups, I think it's nice to be all together at least.
Yes, it is. Yes, I agree.
I don't know what people's opinions are. I mean, I haven't managed to work out how to do the breakout rooms yet, so I'm not sure we'll be able to do that today, especially if we've only got me and Richard. But I don't know how people feel about muting people when we're singing, or
works best for me, definitely.
But I think it helps you keep in time, and we are all together. We're singing together, but we're just not in the same
coming together in the sound.
I think it, if people haven't got a very good hearing and things like that, it might help because there's no cacophony of sound all going in your ears at once. And obviously with the constraints of Zoom, when the person talking has got the little green box around them, you'll notice. So when Valerie just spoke, she just made a noise, and she just like went immediately to Valerie, because she just sort of went yeah or something like that. And then when you're all singing, the green border is going around everybody the whole time, and I think it doesn't make for a very good experience, I don't think.
No.
Every single that is doing online things just automatically just mutes everyone, and then they're all singing together, they're all having a nice time, and there's no sort of confusion. But I mean, I'd like to get your opinions. We would like to get your opinions on what you think about all of that. So what do you guys actually think?
Well, the rooms sounded quite good. The idea of, splitting people into separate rooms and small groups, that sounded a very good idea.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to give it a try, see if it works for us.
Right, yeah, we can only try.
Try the rooms.
Sue,
Yeah,
when I emailed you, I suggested perhaps when we do start singing in a minute, we just we mute everybody except for half a dozen and just see how well we can keep together, just those 6 people, before you have to play around with all the finding all these rooms. Whatever, would that work? Or
I did manage to reply to you, but what I just said now is I think it will be the same. I mean, we could try unmuting 3 people at a time.
Yeah, that might be better.
Yeah.
It's worth a try, I think.
I honestly think it wouldn't work, but
Yeah. I just want to try, just one verse, just try it, just see.
Meeting different people, but the thing is, it's just a bit of a faff. If I could do it if you were leading a song. I can just unmute people as we go and see what it sounds like. If everyone's happy, is everyone happy to do that and then be unmuted every now and again when you're singing along?
Yes.
Yeah. And also,
solos then, isn't it?
Does it make any difference? Do the people on laptops or the people on iPads get together, or is it just affect everybody?
To do with Wi-Fi and latency. So basically,
I see.
if you have your computer, if you're on your computer and it's hardwired into your router, then it's probably not as bad as if you're on a Wi-Fi device.
Oh, right.
But apart from that, you've got to think that we're all in different places. We've all got different signal strengths and broadband speeds and all that kind of thing. So it's all relating to that, and it's just under this big technical term of latency. So it's unfortunate that it's like this. But interestingly, I was on I'm a member of a different group where we do songwriting workshops, and we found that if the guy plays the guitar, people can actually sort of sing along to it, but it's not lots of people singing, it's just one, and it kind of almost works. But I think it's because he's probably got a very quick broadband speed or something like that, particularly. Anyway, shall we try it? What would you like to sing? I can share the screen.
The important thing is we need to see the leader so that we can see what the leader's doing.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so if you spotlight if I spotlight whoever's leading, or if you spotlight whoever's leading and have it on speaker view, then that should work.
Okay.
But when you've got the words up as well, Sue, is that okay? Can
you see everything all right now?
Well, I can see because I'm using the laptop for the words and the iPad for you.
I see. Right, hang on one
second.
What am I
supposed to? I've got Hospice Community Choir.
Yeah.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of that.
All right, okay.
So I'm going to, whoops. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do, I've got all of the songs, managed to literally, Hannah sent me them about 10 minutes before the session started, so I managed to copy and paste them all, I think, into here, and they're not in any alphabetical order or anything, but I can...
Are they all on the same communication? Because mine are all over the place.
I've copied and pasted everything into one document.
Right.
Put them into any order yet.
But Sue, I've just seen "Morning is Broken" come up. So if you want to just go back and find that, yeah, we can do a verse of that, can't we? Just as an experiment.
Yeah, I'll find that.
Go to participant. Can everyone see it all right? Does it need to be bigger?
Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
By the way. What happened? I can't see everyone at the moment. Is that for you? Can you read it okay?
Yeah. Just.
And things like that. Because of the size, or is it because
So is it you or Richard, Sue?
I think if Sue is going to experiment with muting, it needs to be me leading. I'm not trying to hog it, but obviously she's the one who needs to play around with it.
We're starting "Morning has broken." Is that the right note? A B?
No, I'd go down a bit, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Has broken.
Has broken. Is that okay?
That's better, yeah.
That's better, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm leading, or you, Sue? Me?
Lead. Yeah, Richard will lead.
Okay.
Starting on a G.
All right, and I'll try to beat you in all I can, okay?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna try and also see you. But I'll mute everybody now, and I think you can unmute yourself, Richard. Let me just.
Okay.
Sorry, because I'm sharing the screen.
We can't see Richard.
I don't know that I can unmute myself now with all this lot on the screen here.
What are you on, a iPad?
I can hear
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Just clicking.
Hang on. Oh, it came up just then. Hang on. Oh, now it's happened.
I can allow you to unmute yourself, so that's absolutely fine. So I'm just going ahead now, and I'm going to mute myself because obviously you don't want to hear me as well. If I can. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Unmute yourself, Richard.
Yeah, I have just done it now. Okay. I'm going to do all the song to give Sue a good time to actually play around with muting and that sort of thing. Okay, we'll do all the song. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them spring, fresh from the world. Sweet the rain's new fall, family from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, from its completeness, where his feet are. Can you lift the stream up a bit? Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, one of the Praise
Praise
with the praise every morning. God's recreation of a new day.
Good. Now what?
Hang on.
Hello?
I'm here.
Hello?
So we can't hear you.
Is that Richard Hill?
That is me.
Mary Cottle, but I can't get into it.
Oh, Mary.
It's new and I can't,
All
don't know
right.
what to do. To show myself.
I don't know, because I can't bring in everybody. It's just basically, I don't know what's going on now.
You've got me?
Yeah,
Yes.
where everybody's gone. Oh dear.
Yes.
You can see me, can you?
Yes.
No, I can't.
Oh, Richard.
I can see you, Mary, and
Who's
I can
that?
hear you. My name is Kim.
Oh, right.
I've just
hello.
Oh, yes,
Hello.
yes. Turn it over.
Have I done it right?
I can see you, Mary.
Oh, bless you.
Yes, you're there.
You.
Now what do I do?
Turn
I
your
don't
phone
know.
round.
Joyce, just
Nothing.
back and relax, Mary. That's all.
Just join in.
Just join
This is
in
my
the
first
chorus.
time and I've struggled through it.
Just join in now.
Richard out because he's lost his
Mary,
Yes?
turn your phone round and we'll see you in a.
We see you in landscape
What, the
rather than
iPad?
portrait.
Yes,
But
Yeah.
turn
yes.
round.
Hang on a minute.
That's better.
That's better.
Oh, that's better.
I've
Okay.
lost Richard. I can't see you, Richard.
No,
That's better.
He's there. He's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to
I'm here.
normal.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Nothing, you're fine.
Nothing. You're fine.
Thank you.
follow what we're doing now. That's all. We've been here about 38 minutes so far, so we're well into the swing of things. Are you going to come every week, Mary?
Well, I don't know. This is the first time. It's an experiment to see whether I can get into Zoom.
Well, it's worked.
Well, you're in.
I'm in.
Here.
Yes.
So, well,
Mary, it's an experiment every week, so don't worry about it.
I've got to go into a Zoom meeting for the Deanery Synod tonight, and I'm not quite sure how to do it.
Oh, so we're the understudies, are we?
Well, that's right. I thought I'd try you out first.
Practice on us first, yeah, why not?
I couldn't work out who was talking to me. I thought, what's going on? I can't remember who is this lady.
Right. Okay, people. Right. What happened there was I couldn't unmute everybody because sometimes you have to unmute yourself, so that's not going to work, Richard. I managed to unmute a few people, but I was trying to unmute Valerie, for example, a few others. I managed to unmute Lynn and Chris and a few other people, but I couldn't unmute everybody.
You
So
unmuted us.
just to explain, yeah, did you, John? I think just to explain, Mary, we've been trying over the last few weeks to experiment on what sounds better, and whether we can, because there's issues with sound and time.
Okay.
Sound together. If we all sing together with the mute off, so we're all singing at one time. We're all.
Oh, I don't know where to find that.
Don't worry about that.
You don't do it. You don't do it.
Give you a background. Just trying to give you a background on what's happening. So that last song we were singing, we were trying to unmute people. We had everyone quiet on mute, and we were trying to unmute them just so they could so we could experiment with people singing together. But unfortunately, it doesn't work all that well. So we're going to try some other things from next week, hopefully. In the meantime, we've got 20 minutes left. Shall we pick another song and we'll do it?
Carry on, yeah.
All on mute. So when we finish the song, if you all want to unmute yourselves, if you can, Now, Mary, you're on an iPad, did you say?
I am, yes.
Does anyone know how to unmute yourself on an iPad? Is it obvious?
Well, I
Yes,
thought there was something
yes.
across the top, but I can't
Okay.
see anything across the top.
You have to touch it.
You have to touch it.
You
have
touch
to
it and you've got mute and stop videos. It
Oh,
just-
I found it. Oh, I found it.
Brilliant. Okay, that's
What do I do now then? Unmute?
well, yes. At the end of the song, because what I'm going to do, Mary, is I'm going to mute everybody before we start the next song, so we can all sing together, but we just won't be able to hear each other. If you see what I mean.
Okay.
See each other singing, but we won't be able to hear because otherwise it's a bit of a cacophony of sound and it doesn't sound very good and it confuses people a little bit. So who wants to pick? Rich, are you going to do another song?
Yeah, just explain to Mary that when we mute you all, either Sue or I will lead you in the song. So we will be singing as to lead you, and you will just follow us, but we can't hear you. Do you understand what we're doing?
So you just sing along.
Just sing and just forget what's happening.
Well, I will if I know what you're singing. I haven't got
That's
any
right.
words in front of me.
So the words are coming up now.
Right, who wants to choose? Richard, you can do the next one.
Right, what have you got there then?
Everything.
Well, I haven't got the list. I haven't got the list here. So
Well, you
What
still.
about Moon River? Everybody knows Moon River, yes?
Okay, do Moon River then. Okay, if Sue can find it.
Yeah, I've got it straight away. Right, let me just share the screen. Right.
That's it.
Do that. I'm just gonna, so.
Right. Okay, we'll do Moon River and then we'll do Never Walk Alone as they're both up there. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making one page each actually. So it's a work in progress, guys.
Right. So Moon River. Is that okay for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna try and,
Okay, Sue, over to you.
I'm just going to mute everyone. One sec, because it's more difficult for me because I've got two computers running here. Okay.
We'll have to do that, otherwise we'll be doing something.
Okay. Richard, you need to unmute yourself.
Oh, okay. All right. Is that better? Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Moon River, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. Repeat it. 2. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're our merry friend. Moon River and me.
He's waiting.
Oh.
I was with you, Richard, or I thought I was.
Yeah.
Is that all right for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Excellent. It's very nice to hear Richard's lovely voice, isn't it?
It's the only singing I get, you know. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm part of a 10 person singing group, and we're trying to work things out that when we are allowed to come together as that number, we're going to try and see if we can just go into somebody's garden and stand a metre apart and sing. But I've just no idea what we're going to do. But it is so frustrating, isn't it, everybody? Anyway, you want to carry on to the next one? What was the next one down the list? It was.
You'll never walk alone.
You'll never walk alone.
Okay, I need to concentrate on this one, so I'll need to. Oh, no, I won't. It's on one page, so that's okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. When you walk. Right. Well, Sue, do you want to lead this one? Are you happy with me doing it?
Don't mind, I can do it. Yeah, that's
you do it. You do it. Yeah.
Let me just mute everyone then. I think it starts on this note. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Repeat that last bit. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You never walk alone. Sorry about that, everyone. My daughter walked past and made me laugh. Sorry about that. I was just like, oh, here comes she again. She, made me laugh. How's that for everyone?
I like your amendments in the last little bit there, so it was great.
That worked very well.
We can't all be perfect like you, Richard.
I'm very, very straight-laced. It's great when I hear somebody like you sort of putting some bit more into it. It's great.
How do you think?
So or something, isn't it? Yeah.
Right. What else do we have?
We have we've got 2 minutes left. I'm just having a little. Oh, I can't even see it now. That was the last one actually. No, it wasn't. Yellow Submarine.
Yeah.
Bloody.
No, we didn't do this one. No, Bladar, we didn't do that last week. It was on the list. Does everybody know that?
Yes, let's do bloody.
So,
Desmond has a barrow in the marketplace. Molly is the singer in the band. Do you know that?
Yes.
yep.
Yes.
When you read the words further on, it's a bit strange, but then
Ra la la. Yeah.
Yeah.
life goes on. Does it? Oh, how life goes on. Oh, bloody, oh, bloody, life goes on. Roll on, how life goes on. Yeah, is everybody happy with that?
Yeah.
You want to do it,
Okay.
Richard?
Sorry?
Shall I do it then? Do you want to do it, I mean? Shall I mute everyone?
If you know it, Sue, you lead it. I'm happy. Do you know it?
Yeah, of course I do. It's Beatles.
Well, whatever.
Big Beatles fan here.
Okay, well, you lead because you're more experienced in Beatles than I am.
Okay. So, what did you say? I missed that.
You're more experienced with Beatles than I am, so.
Okay, that's fine then. Here we go. Just meeting everyone. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Desmond has a barrow in the marketplace. Molly is a singer in the band. Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. And Molly says this as she takes him by the hand. Oh, bloody, life goes on. How the life goes on. Oh, bloody, life goes on. Oh, how the life goes on. Desmond takes a trolley to the jeweller's store, buys a 20-carat golden ring, takes it back to Molly waiting at the door, and as he gives it to her, she begins to sing. Oh, bloody, life goes on. How the life goes on. Oh, bloody, life goes on. How the life goes on. Happy ever after in the marketplace. Desmond lets the children lend a hand. Molly stays at home and does a pretty face, and in the evening she still sings it with the band. Oh, bloody, life goes on. La, la, how the life goes on. Oh, bloody, life goes on. How the life goes on. Verse 4. Happy ever after in the marketplace. Molly lets the children lend a hand. Desmond stays at home and does his pretty face, and in the evening she's a singer with the band. Oh, bloody, life goes on. How the life goes on. Oh, bloody, life goes on. How the life goes on. Okay, I'm now trying to find the cursor so I can unmute you all. It's so difficult when you're sharing a screen. I'm just going to have to stop sharing for a sec because then unmute everybody. There we are. I've unmuted you all now.
I think he ran out of words in there's
a section that was from that.
Variety.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes. There was the bridge.
So,
yes.
So as you're such a historical buff on Beatles, who actually wrote those lyrics?
Couldn't tell you. It was probably credited to McCartney and Lennon because when he did that. Well, not the George Harrison and Ringo Starr ones. I could tell you George Harrison wrote what's it? This Here Comes the Sun and While My Guitar Gently Weeps. He did those, and Ringo did.
Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, don't worry. I just find them rather strange lyrics.
No.
They are old, aren't they?
He's just testing you.
Yeah.
Oh,
right,
Mary.
what are we going to do as a finale then, guys? Do you want to do Raise Me Up again, or?
Raise Me Up.
Yeah.
You want me to raise me up?
Right. And Richard can leave. I'll let him do that. Okay, 1 sec. I'm gonna just share the screen with you. Well, yeah, it's quite technical trying to check. I lose basically, you know, the little arrow on the screen. I lose it, and that's why I have trouble unmuting people when I'm sharing the screen. So that's what's happening there.
Well, we appreciate everything you're doing, Sue.
Certainly do.
Pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure. Participants again, so I can mute you all. If only there was a sort of shortcut thing, it would be really useful. But I'm happy to kind of find. Right, here we go.
Oh, okay.
I know I
Got
am.
a good note. You've got a good note, Sue. When I am done. Yeah, I do. Yeah, okay.
So, okay.
Are you leading?
No, you are.
Oh, am I?
Okay, I'm just gonna mute myself if I can.
Can you hear me? Okay. 1, 2, 3. When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I am filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Just thought I'd unmute everyone. It's actually perfect timing because it is now 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That went quickly, didn't it, folks? I'm just gonna stop the share so that we can all see each other nicely again.
That's
How did
good.
everyone find that?
That was good.
Yeah, it's good. Very good.
Yeah.
That's
good.
Works well.
I just wanted, finally, I experienced something in one of the other sessions that I've been in that basically everyone gets a chance to say something at the end if they want to thank somebody or they want to say something particularly they enjoyed about the session. So do we want to go round and do that quickly before we finish, just as a nice finish for us all?
Well, I would say thank you very much for introducing me. This is my first time.
You're so welcome. You're so
Thank you.
Okay, somebody else want to shout out? Just shout out.
Yeah,
Lovely to see
Sue and
you all.
Richard.
We
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up so we can choose.
Okay, John.
There we go. Well, we had quite a nice time today, and it was nice to sing the songs as we did. And it was good, Sue, with you, just having the words. We couldn't see you, but we could hear you. And that was very, very good. And Richard, thanks very much for waving your hands about like you do. And so we could follow your lips and see you, which was very good. So that made it so much better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I just think it's great that we all meet up and, you know, sing, have a laugh. It's lovely having new faces coming on, so it's great. You know, let's keep going all the time. This is the only way that we can do it. So
Here.
Yes.
we'll be together and we can sing all together.
I think it's worked very well today. Actually. It all
Oh,
seems to have
good.
gone-
Yes.
We can hear the person who's leading, and that is very helpful.
Yeah, Francis.
Okay.
Well, it's the first time I've sang since choir when we were all together.
Oh.
And so it's been lovely. I'm now a bit hoarse, actually. But I really, I don't know what my dog thought. It kept coming up and looking at me and rushing away.
Was that when you were singing or when I was singing?
I'm curious. Can you tell me what happens now and whether anybody heard all the singing together or whether we just sing and nobody hears us and you're leading us? What?
Essentially, technically, you're singing to yourself and we can't hear you, but
Right.
we can see you, and that's the main thing. And it's
Okay.
all singing anyway, and we can tell when you're not doing it as well, Richard.
Cheeky.
Lynn, did you want to say?
Sorry to come in again. The other thing is, Mary, it does get put on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yes, it does go on YouTube. So if you wanted to hear what it sounds like, then there's an experience for you.
Yeah.
How do I find it then?
Right, I'm just trying to tell you. On the Hospice in the Weald YouTube channel, it's on there. And Hannah, because Hannah's not here this week, unfortunately, because she's on holiday, missed that bit. Basically, Hannah, I'll send the recording to Hannah, and she will upload it for you. And I think she sends a link normally to the.
Yes.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's receiving the emails, Mary. You must have been, I suppose, to know how to join.
Oh yes, I've got the emails. Yes, thank you.
She sends it afterwards and says, "Here's the link to the video." So, okay. Well, does anybody else want to say anything before we go? Ben, did you have anything?
No, this is really enjoyable. It takes up time in the morning. With none of us doing much. You know, with no engagements or anything to do. It's the only thing in the diary.
If I can say something, if this would not be successful without you guys coming on board, and it's just really good. I know we got some missing this week, but
Thank you.
it is just so good to see all of you, and everybody is looking so well, and we just you know, just so grateful for keeping you all going and being part of your lives. So thank you very much for your support. I will put some more. I'll send some more songs out next week, so which Hannah or Sue will send out to you, and we'll try and come up with something a bit different.
Yeah, so I've got all of the songs now on the. I'll try and work on that to get them all in alphabetical order and have an index or something, which would be quite nice, so that we can have a songbook kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's good. And for those in Pembury, it is still pelting with rain here.
Well, thank you, Richard. It's not raining at all now.
Oh, it is.
Even with me singing at it, it still won't go away.
We've got nothing, Richard.
It is raining. It is raining
here.
All right, good.
Folks, I must fly away. Okay, lovely to meet you all.
Bye.
Take care. Next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Lovely to see you all. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you soon.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.